Hi everybody, Martin Parsons here. Thanks for joining me for this updo. I hope you enjoy it. And if you're interested in more about my design techniques and my style, please join us for a 2-day hands-on workshop. They are excellent. I'll look forward to meeting you and seeing you there. So I want to take her hair, okay, add a little bit of volume to it. But I'd like to keep the fullness sort of low in the bottom like this. So I'm going to part her hair right from the top of her head, straight down to the top of her ear. And if every time you start an updo, you start from this point, like you go right down to the top of the ear. That doesn't seem like a very big section in the front, but this will give you all the detail that you need to break up anything that doesn't work for you. So if we do this first, and then we've got all this kind of hair to decorate with. So I'm going to start right from the bottom. I'm going to divide the back into 3. We'll put a little bit of fullness in with back brushing. And we did some back brushing yesterday, and I really hope that you'll all try this if you're not familiar with it. It's a beautiful classic technique from the 60s that makes the hair as full as you can get it, and soft and really easy to move around. So watch when I take right from the bottom how I'm going to use just the outside edge of my brush and just touch the base and push the ends over like this. Just like that. Just don't go up the hair shaft. It's really, really ugly. Okay. It's not to say that this style won't come out ugly, but it's a better way to approach that. Okay. And so I'm just moving back and forth. I'll do this really slow so you can see where the hair's going, but see when I press at the brush at the base and then lift it up, that's what pushes the hair over. So you just work from side to side, and you get a nice amount of volume and fullness. Takes you maybe 3 or 4 minutes to back brush a head of hair. And if you wanted the hair to be bigger than what I'm going to do it, you would take this section and just add another layer of back brushing. You can do hair so big she won't be able to get out the salon. As a maturing stylist, I like to sort of be hip, you know, when the music's playing in the salon. As most of you realize that you like to be modern, but you really only remember the dances from your own era. So, you know, there's a lot of hip hop and stuff going on, but I'm right in there. Oh, baby, I'm in the groove. Add a little bit of flair with your back brushing. It's all about entertaining the rest of the clients in the salon, so they'll want to come to you for the services that you have. So if you ever start a new job, say, please put me beside somebody boring, and then you can really... Okay, and touch. A style like this shouldn't take, maybe in the salon, maybe a half an hour, but this shouldn't take longer than 50 minutes at the outside. I try to get it done before that. I might never get invited back here again, so I can just, and have a little attitude. If you're doing something really fancy, this really shuts clients up. And if you have a lot of confidence when you're doing your updos, try to get some those clients that give you a little bit of a hard time. Just give them something to worry about. Like as you're working, look like this. How many of you feel like that sometimes when you're working and going, oh my God, this is ugly. Oh. So it's the same repetition, Touch the base. And if you want more fullness than I have, this will keep her scared. Once you have the hair back brushed like that, instead of brushing it through, grab a hold of it and kind of place it. That's just the outside of my hand like that, just so you can start to see some form and movement there. Don't keep slapping her hair after 5 minutes if you don't see anything. You're just slapping her. So that's not so nice. Now, when I start to smooth it, I'll smooth the sides first. And look how I use the outside edge of my brush. And how long a stroke depends on how long the hair is. Don't do this. Do this. Let the hair sort of understand where you want it to go, and then press it back in. Nice, gentle. See, like this brush, there's no pressure on the brush at all. I'm trying to smooth it up. This is an oval brush. I tell you the name, but you just can't get these brushes anymore. I'm down to my last two. But when you look, see that brush, when you look at those bristles, how you can just see the edge of the bristle? Let me put it in my jacket there. See how you just see just a hint of bristle? That's a great styling brush. If your brush bristles poke out this way any further than that, it's a great brush, but not for styling hair. This will really keep your hair under control. Lots of brushes downstairs, all throughout the show. You notice when I'm spraying also, I'm spraying in the direction that the hair is moving, not at the head. And then count to 5, and then go over your work like this, okay? Take a nice long drape. Now I did a couple of these yesterday. I try not to repeat myself, but sometimes seeing back brushing again and again and again, it sort of formulates in your mind and you just start doing it. If you tease somebody's hair, tease it and then back brush it afterwards. And you find that you get a tremendous amount of softness and movement from the hair. So see, I'm just taking 2 bobby pins and crisscrossing them just like that to lock the hair so that that shape won't slip out. And of course, I do this like all of you. This does nothing. Especially when you do this. Does nothing. You know, you press the sides in, you go, and then you move forward because those sides come right back out where they were before. Nice long stroke. Now I just want you to sort of catch what we're going to do here. When I smooth this hair back, see how it's straight back to the top of the ear, and then it's down. And that way you get a nice sort of lift. It's very useful. And, okay, and I'll just smooth those ends. The very first time you do one of these, you'll really love them. They come out all the time, and your back brushing is just a skill that you develop. So. Okay, now I'm just going to take the end. I'm just going with the music. Now, if you're a young stylist and just starting and the client's making you a bit paranoid, this is the best way to get them under control. Take your pen and do this. She'll say, "It's okay, baby, it's okay. It's gonna be fine." Settles them right down. It's like how many of you sometimes when you do an updo, you get a little pucker at the bottom? So annoying. Do you know, for the first 20 years of being in this industry, I told clients, because I would always get that it's supposed to be like that so that you can move your neck. So you might use that sometimes yourself. Okay? That's going to bring the bottom back across. Now watch, just to tuck that over. Just right over. You're going to put a big, see when you use big bobby pins, it can really, really control a lot more hair. Put that bobby pin right there. I'm going to fold that in. Whoops. How many of you, if you saw this at a party or a club or a wedding, would want to get a closer look on it and check it out? Anybody? Okay. Do you know, that's a really good sign of, a successful style. This is not over smooth. You can see it, the hair still has that kind of natural look. If it's too poo-poo, foo-foo, moo-moo, la-la, hoo-hoo, ha-ha to you, just go along and just separate those little ends so that the hair looks just that little bit softer. Whenever we spray a head of hair, it's not that I don't do it, I'm just saying it doesn't do anything. Okay? Is when you start to spray a style, spray the top last. This is for your finishing spray and stuff. So do your center back area first, spray it lightly, count to 5, and then just retrace anything that you might want to clean up. I'll put a few more bobby pins in across the bottom. And see how this looks real fragile right here? Watch, if I take bobby pins and put one bobby pin in, another one straight in like you're going to hang a picture on a wall. Some of my updos have so much spray you could hang a picture on them. A big one, a masterpiece of some kind. And you know what? If you get real paranoid doing updos, do yourself a favor and take a whole bunch of, how many of you have gone through a hair magazine and looked at pictures and thought, oh my gosh, that hair's ugly. Cut that out and search for hair that you feel is really awful. And then set them around your station before you do your updo. And whatever you do looks better than those pictures. Thank you. Thanks very much, everybody.